We is now finally here at the finale of the Weak Hero series until season 3 comes out, and these 4 episodes are some of the best episodes of television I done ever seen. So I ain't even go yap for too long, let's get straight to the peak. Okay, so the scene starts off with Si-eun waking up in Baku's crib after the events of last episode, and I genuinely have no idea how bro survived this. Was deadass out there doing chip damage to himself just so he could win the fight. Like I said in my last vid, Si-eun is really just a school shooter that happened to have friends. He will literally try to murk you just to save these guys. But Baku tells him that him and Baek Jin used to be childhood friends, which is the reason why he's coming after him so much. So it's practically the story of Naruto and Sasuke, but in reverse, where Sasuke trying to get Naruto to join the dark side. I swear, that's how it feels trying to become an academic weapon, and you got your bum ass friends looking at you like these when you don't want to skip school. Get a job, pal. But he calls up Baek Jin later that day, and this is practically how the conversation went. But Baek Jin then goes to pick up Seong-je from the police station as he got caught by 12 after the whole altercation, and I won't even blame him for getting caught. Peep his leg. There was no chance of an escape after this. Don't give bro nightmares of Si-eun for the foreseeable future. But Baek Jin takes him to a secret warehouse which he usually uses to beat up punks that don't listen to him, and this should have been bro's first red flag. Not even first, this should have been the second red flag. The first one is that Baek Jin is a neat freak, so if he's bringing you here out of all places, you're getting fried. As he sits up, what did you say to the police? What, nigga? Me and you were the only ones with access to the burner bank account, so I'ma ask you once again, what did you say to the police, nigga? And this is where he finally connects the dots, realizing that if he were to snitch, Baek Jin would have done bro like these, straight molly whopped him. But he says he didn't say anything, and also says he's taking his annual leave to take a break from getting his foot smashed in, leaving the premises. As we cut to Baek Jin pulling up to work the next day just to get stopped by these two in the car, and this is where we find out that bro ain't even the main boss of this whole operation, with these two telling him to get in the V. The boss wants to meet up. I don't feel like it, you can leave. And getting out the V was the worst mistake they could have made. Parry jab right, knocking him clean out. As he proceeds to take off the backpack just so he can look in, he gets hit into the car. Parry body shot, another one, pushing him against the wall. Here go 2 more for y'all. He eats a right, grabbing him on the wall just for Brody that was slumped out 2 seconds ago, getting back up, pushing him on the V. Get off me, liver shot. Block, knee to the stomach, left, right, another one. Switch the target, weave, body shot, throwing this grown man into a side mirror, ending the fight. And this right here is why I like this season so much. Unlike season 1, the villains are actually tough. Last time we had Lamo hiding behind anyone he could find, and bum suck. I don't even want to talk about bum suck. But the henchmen then realize this fight is not worth it in the slightest, and we cut to Si-eun walking up to school just to see his friends waiting for him. And for the next 5 minutes, we get a whole montage of them just having fun, even hooping together. And yeah, this warm fuzzy feeling you're getting inside right now, savor it, cause it does not last at all. Cause Baku ends up getting a call from the police saying that the kids that his dad apparently sold alcohol to have now managed to rage bait him into beating them up in a police station, further worsening his charges. And all I can say is, as a grown ass man, you're still getting rage baited. My brother, you're in your 50s. Is this nigga serious? And I didn't even know this level of rage bait could be achieved, cause it doesn't only rage bait his father, it passes down to his own son, causing Baku to go and smoke the kids that put his dad in a cell. This has to be some of the greatest rage bait I think I've ever seen. Got beat up just for the mission. This is really just an honor to witness. But we cut to Baek Jin pulling up to work just for the main boss to be at the spot, and he basically tells him to get his men in check, the police are involved too much, and leaves. Top 5 most useless conversations, even broke his hand just to get his message across. Nigga thinks we're listening, my dog. This could have been an email. Pulled up for absolutely no reason and split his hand open. Get a load of this guy. But we pan over to Baku in bed, and his dad pulls up into his room, and I ain't even go lie, as of right now this has to be the most annoying character, cause instead of taking any form of accountability in the situation, he he starts blaming Baku for everything. Got Baku over here tweaking. I swear parents be the greatest rage baiters on the planet. You miss one dish in the sink, that's a 2-hour long argument, nigga. But he deflects the rage bait leaving, and this is where he finally decides to join the union. And they already got him over here doing his first hit within 2 minutes in the job. As the mission starts with him pulling up to a nightclub, you got the ABGs looking great and the white guys trying to test the Oxford theory. But he pulls up to a section asking big boy over here if he's a Seong-nam gorilla.
Yo, who the fuck is this nigga?
Slapping Baku in the face as he proceeds to one-tap him with a body shot. Got his boy over here standing up like he gon' do something.
Really, nigga?
Baku then gives bro the phone with Baek Jin on the other line, telling him that him and his whole area code are now part of the union. No if, buts or maybes, bro ain't even get a choice. And this how you know Baku's still a nice guy, giving bro some bread to go and get some pain relief patches. AW mans. But he pulls up back to the bowling alley just for the whole squad to be there waiting for him, saying that he can now be officially part of the union but has to go through the initiation. As Diddy pulls up from the back room, and I already know where this is going, gang, just slip it in. And as this is going on, we got Si-eun, Jun-tae and Jun-tae working on their game. Done hit 2 shots in a row, think they're going to the league.
I got this. Hezzy cross, tween, step back, 3 ball. Green Giants.
Whole league is in danger. And this is where we find out that Si-eun is now going to study abroad since his mom doesn't want him hanging around these hooligans anymore, and I won't even blame her. Si-eun done already caught 3 bodies back in his hometown. Now he wants to come here and catch some more. No! So he pulls up to the airport the next day, getting ready to board the flight just to get a call from Jun-tae. And this right here is the exact reason why this is my GOAT. Telling Si-eun that the whole squad found out what happened to his friend Suho and telling him that it wasn't his fault. That's what I'm talking about.
That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT!
And this one phone call was the sole contributor to Si-eun not boarding that flight and going to study with the femboys in Thailand. Whole scene had me in straight tears. You cannot tell me that Jun-tae isn't the greatest of all time after a performance like this. So he tells his mom he doesn't want to leave, pulling up back to school the next day with Gotak over here geeking. And I just need you guys to take a minute and sit back and peep the fit upgrade by Jun-tae. Hoodie under the blazer, he knows what he's done. Soon enough we gonna have Jun-tae dressed like these by the end of the season. Like I said, this is really my GOAT. And while all this happiness is going on, we got Baku on another hit. And bro over here is like 6'8", my dog, go to the league. Could have been the one to replace AD on the Lakers, but instead wanted to be a delinquent. Really nigga? And do you see what you've done? You got the 5'5" niggas tweaking again, swearing if they had this height they would be hitting one of these, and I won't even blame them cause they would. But Baku gets hit with a right and eats 2 more, not even cracking a single emotion on his face. You done? Weave body shot. Gave bro the greatest view of the ceiling, and it's not even like he stops there, as while Brody's out cold. Had to get the goons in the back to stop him from murking bro, and hey, this dog Baku is kinda tough, I ain't gonna lie. Bro's on straight timing 24/7, over here talking about why, what's over. Pete Brody's face, he didn't even wanna step in, it was gonna be him next. So Baek Jin gives him some bread for working for him, and while this is going on, we got the whole squad at Baku's house just to check his father. Got Si-eun over here talking about some, you are a loser. Simple. Just for him to tell them to get out the crib. Got the accountability of a white girl from Miami. He will never say sorry for his mistakes. So they pull up on Lamo the next day asking where the union's place of operation is, and with no hesitation in the slightest, he gets straight to chirping. After what Baek Jin did to him and his whole squad in the car park, bro turned straight into 6'9", saying it's the bowling alley which they used to launder their money or die sung motorcycles. Were they still motorcycles? Rebranding them, fixing them up, selling it off just to steal it again from the people they sold it to so they can keep both the bike and the bread. These boys are the scammers of doom. Type of guys to scam a single mother with 4 kids under the age of 10. Lock 'em up. And after giving all this info, Lamo over here thinks he's part of the team. Started getting hype, asking them to join forces to take down Baek Jin together. No nigga. And as they're leaving,
왜? 뭐?
Greatest get back of all time. They get out of school and Si-eun tells the squad not to do anything just yet as he has a plan, just for them to completely disregard anything he just said, pulling up to Daesung motorcycles anyways. I swear it's like they're asking to get smoked. Gotak, I know you're nice like that, but you got Jun-tae with you. Even though he's my goat, it's like bringing a 60 overall to the wreck. My brother, you're not winning. And while they is doing this street tomfoolery, we got Si-eun carrying out his plan, pulling up to the bowling alley looking for Baek Jin, and I'm low-key surprised cause they allow him to wait there until Baek Jin pulls up. And if I was bro, I'll be mad as hell. You got your henchmen letting in your ops to chill at your place of work just so they can catch you off guard and slime you out.
Is this nigga serious?
But we cut back to Jun-tae and Gotak waiting for Baku, and they've been sitting there for a hot minute. My dog, it's nighttime now, go home. And Gotak's had enough of people looking at him like he's homeless, so he decides to pull up to the door and start banging on it. I for real don't know what he was thinking here. Could have been 20 goons in the spot, and now you're getting done like these. My dog, use your brain. But they find a way in through a window. The goons back at the bowling alley end up getting a call leaving the spot, telling Si-eun to wait here for Baek Jin, and Gotak and Jun-tae end up committing breaking and entering, getting into the office looking around for files to incriminate Baek Jin of his crimes, just for him to later pull up on Si-eun, showing him CCTV of the squad at the spot, seeing the guys that just left 2 seconds ago are now on their way there to violate them. He gets up, grabbing the pen weave, got bro fearing for his life, realizing that very moment there's levels to this fighting stuff. Pete Brody's face, there is no doubt about it.
This nigga is crazy.
And Si-eun gets absolutely saved by the bell, with Baku pulling up to the spot, dragging him out the building for even being there. But Si-eun tells him what's going on, and he gets straight to tweaking, telling him to go and help the squad while he deals with Baek Jin. And I swear this has to be one of my favorite scenes in the whole show. You must have forgot I taught you what you know. I walk niggas down. As Baku leaves to go help the squad, and Baek Jin stands there straight dumbfounded. It ain't never been swung on like that since he was 12. But Gotak and Jun-tae end up finding a foul, showing all the bikes they done stole, trying to leave just for the lights to flick on and the goons pull up. And the smoke was imminent, with Gotak getting straight to cooking. Peep the weave, leg kick, slip, back up, block, chin check. Brody over here with a 2-piece, taking out the next guy just to get kicked back over the table. But he gets back up, and the camera work while this fight was going on was something else, I ain't gonna lie. Bro was out there straight frying them with the cameraman hitting one of these. Sensational. But he finishes taking out his guys, peeping Jun-tae getting fried, runs over, jumping off the chair, and I have genuinely no idea what he did right here. Was in the air straight spamming buttons, hoping one of the 4 attacks he did would hit. But Jun-tae gets back up, and it's now time to run the ones with one of the generals of the Union, as Gotak charges in with a kick and blocks the right, grabbing him and flipping him over. But he gets back up, they both get in their stances, and while I really think this was gonna be a fair one-on-one, cause Gotak ends up getting a kick off, charging back in just for the third party to pull up out of nowhere. And it's not even like bro's tough, cause Gotak ends up taking him out with ease. And now I'm over here wondering how bro even made it to general rank in the first place, cause at least Brody over here is somewhat clean with it, but this nigga, yeah, this is trash. And to make matters worse, Buddy looks like a bug. Guys look like they gonna pop out his head any second now. Got the default cartoon shocked face 24/7, brother ill. And he tries to hit him with a crowbar, but oh, black bite. Michael comes in clutch once again. Maybe I was wrong about him being a 60 overall. This is an at least 70 overall play. Cause Pete Brody on the floor, my dog, you suck. I thought to be a general in a place like the Union, you gotta be somewhat clean with it, cause we already got Seong-je and Brody over here. I'm guessing they just be letting anyone in nowadays. Bro's the fraud of the group. But they get back up with Gotak grabbing a steel pipe, swinging for his life as Jun-tae opens the gate and they hit the dash. And we cut back to Si-eun as he ends up getting a call from the hospital while he's on the way to the squad, just to get told that Soo-ho has now gone into critical condition, causing bro to stand in the middle of the road and get hit by a truck. I swear this has to be be top 5 worst drivers of all time. Brody was standing in the road for a good 10 seconds. My dog, you had all the time in the world to slow down. And even if he was turning, my dog, why are you turning fast enough to not stop in a second in a truck? Let's not take the piss here. We cut back to the squad hitting the dash, and the stealth tactics are insane. Hiding underneath a van quick as hell, and the GOAT himself was able to keep the document in his jacket. I'm telling you, he's the greatest of all time. And just as they're feeling secure, he gets dragged out from underneath the truck like this a horror movie. As the bug starts stomping him out, weave as Jun-tae starts hitting the dash. Gotak gets out to help. Boom, nigga. Gets hit with a right, gets blocked, and another right as Bug Eyes catches up to Jun-tae. And from this point on, they is both getting done dusty. With Jun-tae getting the documents taken from him, Gotak getting molly whooped, and even reinforcements pulled up to help with the jumping. But Baku has now arrived. Right, hold on as well. Block grabbing his arm and twisting it behind his back, throwing him away, and just peep his face.
This nigga gonna die.
He pulls up on Bug Eyes just for someone to pull up from behind on a motorcycle, hitting him in the head with a crowbar, and he eats it, taking a left and a right weave body shots, and that was all that was needed to take bro out. But the next thing that happens is so insane, so crazy, nigga, so preposterous, it's insane. Cause the motorcycle comes back around and
Is this nigga serious?
I swear this whole scene had me in straight disbelief. My dog, a visor is supposed to protect you from accidents, and he broke it with his fist. I watched this scene like 10 times over. I couldn't believe what I was seeing right here. To knock a man off a motorcycle without moving back an inch. Nigga, is this Superman? And I don't even know what Brody right here was thinking. After seeing that street tomfoolery, you still wanna squabble. There wasn't even a chance for bro. But Jun-tae then gets a call saying that Si-eun was hit by a truck, and they pull up to a hospital to see bro in a coma, the same position as Suho. And whole time he's in his mind speaking to Bum Suck. But while the squad are waiting in the lobby, his mum pulls up and is over here talking about stop being friends with Si-eun. And this alone shows me she don't know her son in the slightest. My dog, did you see Si-eun before he had friends? Yes, he wasn't getting into fights, but he looked like he had an AA-12 with a switch on him at all times. But she leaves. We fast forward to the next day, and yet again we are showed why Jun-tae is the GOAT, as he was able to rip out one of the pages of the document before Brody could take it away from him. I swear I've seen nothing but clutch play after clutch play from Jun-tae. It may be time to enter him into the top 5. It's not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous to say that. But he pulls up to the police station trying to see what they can do about it, and yet again the police in the show are absolutely useless, talking about they can't do anything but want to hold on to it just in case. Nigga, F you. So Jun-tae takes it back, walking out just to get stopped by the Union goons, and it's the same guy that Baku went and recruited after smoking him. But they take him back to the warehouse, beating him up and burning the paper. And for the second time in the episode, we get proof that Jun-tae is the greatest out the squad. As he gets on the phone with Baek Jin, you really thought you was gonna do something with her. Why do you sound so nervous then? Baku, Si-eun, Gotak, stop messing with my boys and I'll delete the pic I took off the documents. That's what I'm talking about. But they continue stomping him out, and out from the shadows appears Seong-je. And now that I'm watching this back, I realize that bro's whole ideology is
real niggas make good times. Good times create bitch niggas. Bitch niggas create bad times. Bad times create real niggas.
He just wants a real nigga to respect. Cause after seeing Jun-tae in this situation and still saying no to what they say, he decides to switch up and puts the beats on the Union guys. Even telling Baku and Gotak to come and pick Jun-tae up from the spot. AW mans. And after peeping the result from Jun-tae, we get the pull-up. As Baku pulls up to Baek Jin's place of education, loudspeaker in hand.
nah-Beak-jin! Is this nigga serious?
Pull up for the squabbles. Si-eun versus the Union. Winner takes all. Don't duck the fade. Got Brody over here laughing, thinking he a whole anime villain. Nigga. So both sides round up their squad, with Baku changing the no fighting sign to let's go, and we cut back to Si-eun talking to Bum Suck in his mind. And even when he's not in the show, he's still pissing me off. Over here talking about, are these guys more important than me? You free bro for about a couple weeks before he decided to backdoor the whole squad. Now he's over here crying, my dog. We do not care. So Si-eun finally lets go of bro and the trauma from the past season, causing him to finally wake back up. That boy sprouted back up instantly, talking about he needs to go and check on Si-eun. And turns out Baku already went to check on him and he's alright now. And after finding this out, it was straight business, pulling up on the squad and got straight to making a plan to take down the union, pulling up to the spot where the smoke is due to take place. And like I said before, the police have to be the most useless people in this show. There's a whole brawl scheduled to happen in a couple days and everyone knows about it but them, just for Mr. Body camping off for 9 generations to pull up on the next Negro he sees. But they come up with a plan to take Baek Jin out, with Si-eun meeting up with Seong-je, and they make a deal for him to give them the burner account, and in return they make sure the union is disbanded, as it will cause all their criminal activities including his to disappear. And Si-eun is really over here using everyone to his advantage, telling Laymo to do what he does best and put that Hall of Fame instigating badge to use, sending messages to everyone in the union that Baek Jin stole all their money, causing them to leave the union and not pull up on fight night. And this is where we get to D-Day, as the scene starts on a rainy day with Baek Jin pulling up to the spot just to see barely half his crew done pulled up. Everyone else peeped the rain outside and got to text in the group chat talking about, can we reschedule? No! And as Si-eun is walking to the spot, he gets a text from Seong-je telling him to pull up to the bowling alley to grab some evidence for the police real quick before the fight. He pulls up and what proceeds to happen next is nothing but pure love of the game, cause he goes to give him the evidence and a damn sumo wrestler pulls up out of nowhere, putting bro in a full Nelson, knocking him out, and Seong-je leaves. And I'm not even kidding when I say this was pure love of the game, nigga. He says it himself, talking about, I'm just trying to do fun things like this. My dog, what is fun about this? This the type of love of game I've only seen in Evil Light Skins. I don't know how one could obtain this kind of love for such a game. But we cut back to the squad linking up and we really got the whole school together. Even Laymo in the squad pulled up to run the fade, but they peeped that Si-eun is nowhere to be found, seeing a message from him earlier saying that he's going to the bowling alley. So Jun-tae goes to check it out while the rest of them continue up the hill for the squabble, as we get the face off. And with little to no words spoken, it was straight smoke from the jump, with both sides charging in at each other and they clash. Got Baku going crazy with no time wasted. Peep the body shot right, come here. He needs a right from the third party, hold one as well, tag me in. And everyone else is going straight stupid, with Baek Jin finally deciding to join the fight, grabbing Brody right to the face, parry jab parry, knocking him off balance, grabbing him by the neck, knee to the face, body shot sweep, sit down, right grab the arm, twisting body around, body shot and an elbow to the face. You can't even sit here and cap, that boy is straight clean. Brody took 2 lessons from Baku when he was 12 and now he a world class fighter, make it make sense. But we cut back to Si-eun straight laid out after being done like he was about to sing a song, just for him to wake back up while being tied down, grabbing a container and hitting bro straight in the dome. And he has now finally changed his weapon of choice from a pen to knuckle dusters, and this plan does not work as he ends up getting grabbed, thrown into the locker and thrown back out of frame. I'm over here thinking he was gonna get straight to cooking, but Jun-tae pulls up and Si-eun, I'm sorry I was not familiar with your game, as he walks out alone from the room victorious. Jun-tae then goes to walk him out, but the quick time event was not finished, with Big Boy coming back out for the smoke. Jun-tae charges at him. Get the fuck out of here, little nigga. Si-eun also gets blocked and thrown down, and while he's getting stomped out, Jun-tae pulls up, bowling ball in hand, hitting bro straight in the side and jumping on his back, hitting him with the same move he was using on Si-eun 5 minutes ago. Got Brody over here tweaking, looking like something straight out of Mario, but he slams Jun-tae into the wall, chucking him across the room just for Si-eun to get up. Knuckle duster to the leg, one to the neck and another to the face, ending the fight. And with no doubt in my mind, he was trying to kill mans right here. Ooh, a knuckle duster to the neck, there is no way you're not trying to end him. But Jun-tae tells him to leave without him and put an end to the fighting, as he leaves and we cut back to the squabbles. And this don't even look enjoyable anymore. The rain has stopped, the sun is out. At this point you're just tussling around in mud getting dirty. I would have deadass asked for a reschedule, cause this is just nasty. And we cut to Laymo fighting, and I really just don't know what bro's doing. Out here fighting like he's Flight Reacts playing Fortnite, just spamming buttons hoping hoping something happens, dog, you suck. But we pan over back to the main event as Baku and Baek Jin are both walking each other down as they take out everyone in their way until they finally make it to each other and clash. TP's off the jump, body shot right, and I ain't even know bro had this in his bag as he fakes him out with the right, hitting him with a body shot. Left, Brody was out here just trying stuff, he ain't even a right shoulder type of guy. But Baku grabs his arm, double right, get off me. Kicking his leg back down, he hits a weave, another one. Overhand left to the shoulder, taking a right back. And Baku is out here just showing exactly why they call him the strongest, no Gojo. Peep the slip, grab the arm and continues to bash the same arm. And he does this about 10 times over, grabbing it and hitting bro with about 4 headbutts with a smile on his face. Spin around, 2 more axes to the arm and a right. Got Baek Jin out here looking like he about to tear up, shoulder in straight agony. But regardless of this, he's still cooking. Jab right, step on his toes, gets weaved, tries to come in with a slip, shoulder check, body shot, tries a right, but that don't work, getting flung down. And I have no idea why, but he's fighting better with one hand as they proceed to go band for band. No defense being played, pure power alone until Baku eventually goes down, losing the fight. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. This had me in straight awe. I ain't gonna lie, this was the last thing I expected to happen. After seeing bro do this, I thought there was a 0% chance he was gonna lose. But hey, Baek Jin, I apologize for testing your gangster. I was not familiar with your game. But everyone peeps that Baku has lost and Baek Jin gets straight to talking crazy. From now on, Young Jang is part of the union. Anyone who disagrees, pull up to run the fade now. As Gotak starts to walk the aisle. I got this, little nigga. The GOAT himself has made his appearance, knuckle duster in hand, ready for the squabbles. And without a single word spoken, Baek Jin puts his messed up arm in his pocket and they get to run in the fade. He blocks the right, they grab onto each other, leg kick, weave, another one just to get hit with a pimp slap. And this is where Si-eun puts his plan into full effect as he weaves the right, dropping down to his leg and starts pounding on it with a knuckle duster. Bro ain't playing fair in the slightest. Knuckle duster versus a man with one arm. We ain't mad at it though. But Baek Jin finally gets him off and Si-eun is over here using a bag I didn't even know he had. Not even peep. Understand the block counter right to the chin. And I bet you ain't even know he was Weave Nation certified. Grabbing onto his leg yet again and starts straight digging into him until he finally takes the hour commission. And I genuinely have no idea how bro is even standing up right now, moving off straight adrenaline. You would think he's a henchman in Batman. Got done like these and is being told to talk, nigga. But somehow he hits a weave, pimp slap, fake the right, shoulder check, body shot and goes right after right. Eventually putting Si-eun down, but as you know, he always gets back up. Bro is just swinging around, heavy attack after heavy attack, attacking of pure hope. He gets grabbed and here go that power boost again, tripping him up as he proceeds to crawl up his leg and yeah, that leg should never be in use again. Doing bro like he's the one that put Suho in the hospital. My dog, relax. Cause he even gets kicked off just to come back and start pounding on his face. My dog, peep his face. And the fact is, Baek Jin ain't even do anything to bro. He even kept his promise to leave Suho alone. Si-eun has no reason in the world to be acting like this. But I swear, Baek Jin has to be a damn Viltrumite or something. Cause he proceeds to catch this man's hand, start biting his lip like he is Zesty Fester, break his whole wrist and hit him in the face with his own hand. And the right, continuing to stand up and finish the fight. And what happens next, I just can't help but feel bad for bro, cause whole time this was a part of his plan, as Baek Jin looks back to see Baku coming in with the chin check of doom as he finishes off the fight with another one. And no matter what the outcome was, I have nothing but respect for this man right here. To take on the strongest person in the area code and win, and then have to take on the craziest person in the area code with an already bad arm. Getting your leg caved in and still win is a feat in itself. Just for in the end, they ain't even give bro the faith of a one-on-one. And if I was Baek Jin, I wouldn't even be mad at Baku or Si-eun. I would be mad at these niggas. Ain't stepping to help in once, y'all are trash. Peeped Baku charging up the right hook of destruction and just stood there. My dog, help me. But the squad then go home victorious, leaving bro there there, and we go through a whole time skip of the squad becoming seniors, Haemo turning his life around, running for school president, and the union being shut down. And as they're chilling one day, Si-eun ends up getting a call from the hospital as they all run over there, and the GOAT, the greatest of all time, the cleanest nigga on the planet, Suho, is now finally awake again. Whole scene had me straight balling. This means something to me, man. Now we gonna have Baku, Gotak, and Suho on the front lines. Who's gonna stop them? But this now caps off the episode, except we later find out that the boss from earlier done murked Baek Jin for losing the fight. Now I understand why he was out there fighting for his life. It's cause he was. His only option was to win. No if buts or maybes. Was out there fighting on a broken arm and a broken leg. My dog, what more do you want? But this is now the end of the season. Absolute cinema.